Hey everybody, Carolina Weather Group's James Brierton coming to you from Interstate I-80 westbound in northern New Jersey. I don't know why I said I-80. I think it's just Interstate 80. We are crossing the Delaware River as we speak right now and wanted to show you these are some of the sunniest conditions we've had this entire trip, but this is one of the most gorgeous portions of the trip we are on. More on that in just a moment, and wanted to kind of show you here out our window what some of the sights and sounds are as we are continuing a little bit of a Carolina Weather Group road trip. This is the Delaware River. We're crossing from New Jersey into Pennsylvania. And I'm actually surprised and happy with how beautiful it is through here, because we were fearful it was going to look a bit more like what you can see down out ahead when you look too far down. That smoke and that haze from those continued wildfires burning in Canada is continuing to impact us here, not only in the Northeast where I am today, but also, of course, back at home where you guys are. When we departed Charlotte Douglas International Airport yesterday, it was a code red in Charlotte due to air quality, and it's the same here in the Northeast today. My co-pilot Tim is going to go ahead and pay what I think is actually a pretty reasonable bill of only like $1 or $2 for having to cross the Delaware Water Gap here. Welcome to Pennsylvania, Tim.
Hey.
And let me tell you a little bit about why the Carolina Weather Group finds themselves here today in Pennsylvania. It's not for the Pocono NASCAR Cup Series race that's coming up, but I know some of you are probably looking forward to that. The billboard just changed on us. But we are in Pennsylvania to pursue our happiness, as the sign suggests, because we're in the midst of transporting this car. This is a 2002 Subaru Forester from some of my family members in New York back home to where I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. And rather than just driving straight down I-95 to I-85, Tim and I are going on a bit of a holiday weekend guys road trip. And I know I'm not the only one out there who enjoys not just weather, but also trains. So we're shooting some content, and we're going to be sharing with you some of the awesome sights and sounds we're seeing during this road trip coming up, and what will be kind of an offbeat, off-cycle episode of the Carolina Weather Group, where we're going to show you some trains, we're going to show you some planes, and we're going to go on a bit of an adventure. Right now, coming into the Pocono Mountains here in Pennsylvania, Tim and I have our sights set on Altoona, Pennsylvania, home to some engineering feats by the once Pennsylvania Railroad called Horseshoe Curve. And we're looking forward to sharing that with some of you, our fellow rail fan weather nerds out there. So again, the smoke and the haze pretty thick at times here in the Northeast, where we remain in code red air quality conditions over this 4th of July holiday weekend. And if you are going to be traveling, you're going to be spending some time outdoors anywhere along the East Coast, back at home in the Carolinas, in the Mid-Atlantic, or here in the Northeast, be sure to practice safety when outside. If you're sensitive to air quality, you're going to want to keep those windows closed inside, and run the air conditioner to help use that built-in filter to filter out some of the air particles that, again, do include some of those off products of the wildfires continuing to burn in Canada. Luckily, the air quality in the Carolinas on this Friday, more of a code orange than a code red like they were on Thursday. Code red conditions continue across the Northeast here. You're certainly going to see some of it if you're traveling. All in all, everyone's advised to kind of practice precaution and maybe limit outdoor strenuous activities. So, Tim, no exercising outdoors on our trip, okay? No running.
Heard.
I know we both really enjoy getting up really early and going for really long runs. That's not our cup of tea, but our cup of tea, we're going to be sharing it with you in the weeks ahead during some of the summer programming on the Carolina Weather Group. Looking forward to getting this car safely home, and looking forward to some of the really cool things that we will be seeing and sharing with you. And as Tim is pointing out, you can really see here at the end of this video now the smoke and haze on the Pocono Mountains here in Pennsylvania, which normally would be a really gorgeous view from Interstate 80 here, but our view at a distance really obscured because of the air quality. Signing off now from Pennsylvania, James Brierton along with Tim Pounds. We'll talk to you again real soon. Enjoy your holiday weekend.